It's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely day, morning, in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and will rest therein. Okay, I'm coming to you with a message. And the title is Why? I have a lot of answers to why. Why what? Everything is. Why? Everything was. Why? Everything shall be in the days that is before us and thereafter. Well, what do you mean? What I'm saying is, let me put my seatbelt on first of all. That's one of the why. Put your seatbelt on. Okay. But I will say this here. A lot of times the answers to questions rest within. And when they don't rest within, then they're without understanding. There are many people that have the answer that rests within, but they choose to take the answer to many of whys and many of questions because they want to rest in a place where they are comfortable in their flesh. My lighting is going to switch up back and forth. I'm sorry about that. But I will say this here. I give all glory and honor to the Most High Yah this morning and every morning of my life that I have woke up clothed in my right mind. Why Sister Deborah's on this Deborah platform is because Sister Deborah heard a holy calling. And with that holy calling, I said, yeah. So therefore, the question to one might answer, well, why are you here? It's because I have been called with the holy calling. And I don't answer flesh. That's not who I answer to. I answer to the Most High Yah. Okay? And because he called me with an holy calling, I respond. Many don't. And that's why they're right now going to and fro, as Satan said, the devil said on the earth, seeing why or how they can deceive many, even if it can get them a check every month. Anytime you get paid for speaking truth, if you think that the truth rests in you, it too is wicked and evil. Because if Yeshua came to set us free so that we can be redeemed back into the Father and be able to enter into that heavens in righteousness, and he did it freely, giving up his life and all the words in which he has given us that we may walk therein too. He didn't charge us. He just paid the price with what? His life. This is why the people, I'm going to speak on the tribe of Judah because I get very, very, very sick of even thinking, man. And that's sad. When I think of men, I don't think, you know what? I don't think it's so much as the men that's not in the Hebrew Israelites. I think it's the more so those who are in the Hebrew Israelite movement is what I'm sick of. The ones that call themselves the awakening, and men and women who give people enough to survive on their flesh. I have an issue with that. Why? They need me, said the Father. He knew that they would be where they at today. How can a person deceive you? They have to try to match up with what Yah is, with what Yeshua HaMashiach said. That's why you see a lot of people precepting all over the place, finding all these lost books. They don't understand that's connected to wickedness. Why? Because it's telling people that we got the answer, we got truth. It was found over here by us, or it was over there in the corner, or it was over in Russia, not Russia, in Egypt, or it was in the German, or it was in England. It's every truth that they find is always somewhere outside of where it should be. That too is evil and wicked. And that's where the falling away took place in great numbers. Is people saw that they thought, first of all, that they were in something, and they decided to just give it all up. Say, no, none of it is even worth even wanting to know or even serving that which they cannot see. So this is the reason why the great falling away had to take place. It have already taken place. You have already fallen away from what is righteous, what is just, what is or what belonged to Yah. You have fallen away. So all of them years, Sister Deborah was saying, they going out in the deep. Father Yah, they going way out in the ocean. They ain't gonna find their way back. How are they gonna be able to swim back to dry land, Father Yah? They gone too far. That's what the great falling away is covering. Taking yourself too far to where you'll never be able to swim back to dry land. Who took you there? Somebody taking you there. Many on this devil platform have taken many far out in the deep to where they can't find their way home. That I have said as far as far out in the ocean to where they can't swim back to dry land, that is set up awakening, and they say that they are this and they are that, and they on these devil platforms teaching, and the people is on this devil platform listening to them. That's who that parable is for. You're going too far out the deep. You can't even find your way home. You can't find your way to where you need to be going. So the great falling away just took you on out of here because you're a long ways from home, which is the bosom of the Most High Yah. That's home, y'all. That's home. Okay? But I would say to you all this morning, the Most High was dealing with me in so many situations to where I didn't even write them down, but they were in me, and I can still feel it right now. It's like a ball of fire in me, y'all. Down in my stomach, it's like a ball of fire. It's almost to the point where, wait a minute, I don't want you to say anything right now. I don't want you to say anything right now. But the title of this video is Why? Why? Why are we still here after 400 years? You ever thought of that? Why haven't we, or why is it that a people who have gone, who have been said to have gone through so much, yet still today, as the highest level wicked as wicked can be? Why? I can tell you their reason. They keep seeing the heathen. They can't seem to get the heathen out of their mind because something is, their mind is short here. They can't seem to get the heathen off of them. See, when you can dust the heathen off of you, he ain't got no business up on you. He ain't got no business all in your fault. Every time you have to say something, it have to be about they did it, they doing this, they doing it. Just say what it is and get your butt somewhere and sit down. Because you give them too much glory. How do you think the heathens got power? They gained power because we gave them the power that they gained. Just like they went overboard doing the things to us, y'all did not assign them to do the things that they had done to the max. We have done things always to the max against y'all. But they have also. But the reason why they were able to do so many things to the max is because we gave them the strength and the power to do so. Even to today, we have given them the power and the strength to continue to do the things that they have done to us. And we didn't care if they did the things that they did. We just buckled up to them, buckled up and buckled down with no fight, none whatsoever. But just if you took Deuteronomy 28 and you read it, and you see where we had some leeway. What was that leeway? Is to remember him, Yah, in the days of our captivity. We were to remember Yah in the days of our captivity. Guess what? Even to today, we don't remember him. We're trying to get everybody to remember our page. Oh, go over here to Patriots. Go over here and do this. Go over here and do that. We're so busy trying to get somebody to know us. We could care less if they get to know who really, even our Savior, who came out of our tribe. We don't care. We just trying to get to know, oh, we the people. And everybody else is doomed. But what we don't understand is we messed up from the floor. And that's why you still over here past 400 years. Because you ain't recognized that the judgment of the Most High Yah has hit the ground. Big time. You ain't paying no attention to it, nor do you care. Because you don't think Yah can do what he said he gonna do. That's really the issue. We think he got to buckle up and buckle down to us. We have lied. We have manipulated. We have deceived many. And we just going on our lonesome saying, oh, it's okay. They bothering us. And we ain't doing nothing but being good. And we're leading these people to think that. So the reason why we're still over here is because we have to behold some things while we are here. We're not going to escape. We're not going to escape the judgment of the Most High Yah in no way. We have to tell the truth. Tell these people that the judgment of the Most High is at hand. We have to tell these people that we as a people failed even in the land of our captivities. And all these things that's taking place to us, not only is it happening to us because of what we did in our own promised land. See, they don't want to tell that. They don't. Let me tell y'all, people are refusing to tell the truth about the truth. Ain't that sad? But because we're still, why do you think, another why do you think there's no unity? Have you ever thought about that? Amongst the people. After all they've gone through, you would think they would unify or come together. Why? Why not see unity? Why do you see all these men destroy their brothers? Oh yeah, big time. See, the news can't even hold really what we are doing. We're doing so many things that the news couldn't even cover what we as a people are doing. But they cover enough that Yah has allowed his elects to be able to behold it so that we can see that his word is being fulfilled. And this is what we are to look at and say, when, okay, we came over here, but look at us. We never looked at ourselves while we were over here. And that's what he wanted us to do. Well, why you say that, Sister Deborah? Okay. We read, but yet we perceive, nor do we understand that which we read. I learned that. 99.9 cannot understand what they read. That's why somebody has to come along that is anointed and appointed to give you the right now word of the Most High Yah. Because the word that already been here, man then screwed it up all kind of ways. That's why. And see, you'll hear a lot of people thinking, oh, you go over here, this person got 1 million views, and this person got 2 million. Y'all fall in the multitude. Which gate lead to destruction? Which gate lead to destruction? The one that got many in. Where is this narrow gate? The narrow gate is the gate that has less. That's why Sister Deborah said, I don't care if I got one. Hallelujah. One. Because I know only y'all ain't going to take the whole multitude. He's not going to take the whole multitude in the narrow gate. It is not written. The gate is narrow for a reason. Because the one who have placed those in the narrow gate knows who's who and what's what. He ain't letting everybody go in no narrow gate. So if you ever wonder why is it this person can have 2 million followers and subscribers, and this one over here can have 1 million followers and subscribers, and everybody go to their page every day and they get thousands of views and thousands of subscribers. Why? Yeshua can tell you. He can tell you when he was moving about. And his disciples asked him, why is it you give them one thing, you give us another? Because I give you spirit and truth. I just give them a word. See, that's the difference. Okay, wait a minute, Yeshua. Wait a minute, Yeshua. Hold on, Yeshua HaMashiach. What do you mean you give them, the 12, the word? Sister Deborah called it spirit and truth. You only give them the 12, spirit and truth? Here you is said 5,000 follow you, 3,000 follow you, big numbers follow you. But you say you only gave them the word, 12? Come on now, Yeshua HaMashiach, truly something wrong. So this is where I know people's minds are, something's up here is going on, and y'all gonna give me something to teach on that. I realize that there is something going here in the tribe of Judah, because the people can't see that. So he's going to give me a message on that, because last night I wanted to upload a video, and he said, no, I want you to sleep on it. I want you to see something in this book. So something he's going to lead me in the Bible, where he's going to show me where it's at. The tribe of Judah got something mentally going on in their head. Mentally. I'm not saying that the other tribes don't, but I think the tribe of Judah have something mental going on here. And I'm going to leave it right there. And the mental issue, it has nothing to do with the heathens. It has nothing to do with United Snakes, nor do it have to do with where they are today. Okay? Because y'all wasn't bringing them over here because they had mental illness. He was bringing them to a place likened to where they were, how they were themselves. And I think that's the most biggest picture in the Bible that even everybody, even in the live chat, would overlook, because they don't want to know the truth. The truth is, Yah has already told his elects through the scriptures, does it speak as well, is that before we got over here, we had a mental condition. Okay? Last night, what he was showing me, that we had a mental condition back in, even when we was under Pharaoh. So let me tell you, we have an issue, y'all. We have a mental issue, whether it's an issue y'all allowed to be there or not. It is an issue. And that's what I have to conclude as far as the tribe of Judah. I don't want to speak about no other tribe, because honestly, y'all didn't send nobody to come and wrap up every tribe. That's another sickness of these men that's on these platforms that's teaching. They have taken care of everything outside of their children, their household, their wives, their mothers and their fathers. They have taken care of everything outside of that. They have taken care of their lusts. They have taken care of their pleasure. They have taken care of their habits, their drug habits. They take care of everything else outside of what Yah has charged them. to be responsible for. There's something going on here. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to wait for the Most High to give me the fullness so I can teach that thing. And I don't know how long that thing going to be, but I'm going to wait on him, because that's what he was saying to me last night. I'm going to give you the fullness of what actually happened, because me being a prophetess in the wilderness, I'm seeing things at 100. I ain't seeing it at 20%, 50 here. I'm seeing it as he showed it to me, and I'm trying to come to the understanding, wait a minute, what is this I'm seeing? Why are these people like this? So what the Father wants me to know, lately he been telling me, why do you think they're still in the in captivity? Why didn't you think why didn't you think I would have taken them out in this day? Why? Too much in them. Still sicker than what they were conducting when they were in their promised land. And the key to it, what I said about even people in the live, y'all bypass what is spirit and truth, because you get content in what only you already know. You see, what you find out today, in this day, and I mean in this day because this is a appointed day, and we don't know how long this day lasts, but it's in Yah. It's the end day. In this day, there's a lot of why questions that needs to be answered. And because you all don't ask why, you don't care to know. Then you ask me, well, what do you mean, Sister Deborah? I'm meaning this. I didn't know the level of the question why until the Spirit of the Most High said, say this, and say this. I left 3 questions on YouTube, and not one person answered the reason why, or answered the question. Because why? Like the Most High had to pay me a visit and say, go back and look. I went back, looked at it, and I realized, Father, I said, Father, nobody answered the question. He said, that's why. That's how far from what is spirit and truth people are actually in. He said, had you got 1, it'll make you think. Had you got 2, it'll make you think. He said, but when you get none, Deborah, it's because the question that you asked is so simple, they could not even answer it. They want to answer stuff that don't have nothing to do with them. They rather get on a platform and talk about everything going on in the world. See, he got me again. See, he got me. Because I'm like, okay, Father, I asked the 3 questions. Should I ask another 3 questions the next day? He said, no, just wait. So it been, what, 4 or 5 days? And he said this here yesterday. No, was it yesterday? Yesterday was what? No, he said this Friday. He said, now go back and look at and see if you got anybody respond to the 3 questions which answer why, in a sense. And when I looked, I said, but there's nobody, you know. I just put it out there. He said, that's why. And it makes so much sense. Oh, it makes so much sense. Because he said they don't really want to know. They don't want to know. They don't want to know nothing, Deborah. They don't want nothing. So don't you get locked up in that. They don't want nothing. People don't want nothing. And it's just beautiful to me, because this is what you call a true comforter. Someone that's there to make sure you understand this day at its fullness. That's why I talk about spirit and truth. Spirit and truth is not mine. It is of Yah. The light is Yah. I don't speak telling you to come to my page. I don't tell you to share my video, like, subscribe. I don't care. This ain't about Sister Deborah. This is about the one that I serve. And I already know 99.9 does not serve the same one that I serve. And this is why he was showing me. And I was like, wow. Even the question in which I asked today, why? Why are these things before us? Why is his judgment so heavy on the earth today? Why? They don't care. People, you all do not care about the judgment of the Most High Yah out on the earth today. So why? Why do you think that Satan, let's call the devil, why do you think his right hand is in it? Why would y'all let his right hand be in it? Because when y'all loosed it from the heaven, he loosed it on the earth, so the right hand of Satan can take it from here. That which was prophesied. You see? That's why 99.1 million of the tribe of Judah don't even know why the judgment of Yah is at hand. They don't know why the right hand of Satan is on the judgment of Yah, participating. No one knows why. Because they want to say the things that make you be who you are. Lost without, not with the cause, but without a cause. And Yah said, Deborah, but that's all right with me. This need be. So Sister Deborah is really videoing this video. I mean, this message is because there are so many questions you need to ask yourself. Why is it you at a standstill? Why is it you don't know this and you don't know that? Why is it you don't know why we're still here? You know why? You never really read Deuteronomy 28. None of them have. Nobody really read Deuteronomy 28. Well, what do you mean? That's why they couldn't answer the question. They didn't want to get caught in the question because you know what? They knew they really didn't understand. They knew they really didn't know. You see? And this is where Yah is at in this time. A lot of us talk about 400 years. Kick that to the curb. Why is it our men debating and rumbling against each other? I know 99.9 of you all don't know nothing about that. Why? Because nothing mean anything outside of what you can take in and put in your mouth and the pleasure of who you are in your flesh. Nothing else don't mean nothing spiritual. So that's why Yeshua came to just the 12. See, when he came and only had 12, why didn't y'all give him more than 12? And I would like to say that today. Father, if I only had 12 subscribers, I think I would be better. If I only had 12 likes in a year, I would be better. Because I would rather take a hold of Yeshua HaMashiach than to take a hold of the game of the world and everybody that walk therein. That's why. Because if he had 12 and spirit and truth was given only to the 12. Spirit and truth wasn't given to the multitude of 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. That wasn't given to them. He gave them a token of his miracle, and that's what they followed. They followed his power because they wanted deliverance. They wanted to see a miracle, signs and wonders. They didn't follow spirit and truth. So with that being said, that also allow why Sister Deborah say that she thinks that she say to all, not to some, to all, because the 12 is the only ones that Yah trust to give to Yeshua. Even the one that betrayer had to be in the midst. Just like in anything, if you got a group of 10, there's going to be at least one that's so heavy in that group really against you to go after you. Always. So when these people on this devil platform see their subscribers as their fruit and thinking they're worshiping Yah, and that's why these people are loving on them, they are the one that's going through the broad gate. They're the one that's the multitude who didn't get the word. They only got parables. You see the difference? I know you don't understand that either. That's why you're still in the land of your captivity. Okay? When Sister Deborah can say that, and let me tell you why she can say it, even though I'm still here. I'm here, but I'm not here. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm here, but I'm not here. I have been set free. You see? Free indeed. That I am. And that's another thing that people don't comprehend. They don't comprehend the spiritual of everything. It has to come first. Why? Because spirit was here before flesh. Okay? Spirit was here before anything was. All things was. spirit. You see? So everybody wants to make people think it's what they say and what they feel and their personal opinion, their personal decision, and everybody like to eat that up. But believe me, go within the narrow, go in the broad that gate, because Yah is not going to give you that which is spirit and truth for it to abide in you. Okay? If he ain't going to give it to you and you don't really have it, there's no need in role playing, being a hypocrite and trying to pretend and act and sound and walk and dress and look. I call them clown clothes, because it ain't getting you nothing but a circus. You ain't gonna get a position nowhere but in the circus. And in the circus, how many people come to a circus? Hundreds and thousands. And that's who's entertaining many people on this devil platform. It's people at a circus, and the clown is in the middle, in the center of the arena, clowning, and the people praising him. Okay, he got on clown clothes. And what's funny about a clown in clown clothes? Think, y'all. You see? But you see millions and hundreds of thousands of them out there praising the clown. See? Everybody today is out there. They out there to attend a circus. They out there to attend a circus. And they think they got something. And they think they're going somewhere. So my thing today is why? Why is it that the tribe of Judah couldn't unite? Why is it that the tribe of Judah can't stop the heavy level of wickedness and evil? Why is it the tribe of Judah, especially our men, have no sense of direction? A lot of your answer could be found in the book, but when you have been drilled to believe what the tribe of Judah, men and women, have said, then you can't get it in spirit and truth, because you still rooted on that which man has drilled in you, just like the European have drilled in us things that we're trying to say that are the reason why we're where we at. No, the reason why you where you at, because you brought yourself here all by yourself. You over here all by yourself. You brought yourself here. Why would you say that, sister, that we came on ships? You know what? That's the only part you all are willing to embrace, is coming here on ships. That's all. I sat back and dissect Deuteronomy 28 about a year and a half ago. And I realized they take out the first part of Deuteronomy when Yah is actually crying. He's actually crying to us. They take that piece and they tear that out and they throw it in the trash. Then they go to the end part where he's talking about until they are destroyed. They tear that part out, they throw it in the trash. Only piece they keep is the boat, the ship. Why? So that they can deceive you. They did an excellent job. Why? Because something's wrong up here. And it didn't start when you came here. You were conducting this same issue over in the Promised Land. The Promised Land is a place that today would have been the richest land and on the face of the earth. Okay? If we were in it. But now, anything that's over in Jerusalem and over in Israel, guess what, y'all? It's wicked and evil. So say, for instance, people saying they're going over there. Oh, we're going to go over in Africa. We're going to go over in Israel. We're going to go in Jerusalem. Do you all understand that those people have went up against the power of Yah? They have went up against the power of Yah. They have said in their hearts, we're going to override Deuteronomy 28. We're going to override it. We're going to go back over there. And we're going to live there. And we're going to understand our tradition. We're going to understand our Hebrew language. We're going to understand our tradition. We're going to have us wives. We're going to have us a community. We're going back over there where he took us from. Can we do that? Ezekiel and Jeremiah lets you know. Impossible. Now, can you do it in the flesh? Sure you can. But you pay the consequences. So now that you over in Jerusalem, you over in Israel, you over in Africa, guess what you're doing? You're going up against what Yah said. And you're really not going up against it. Because if you're found there, if you're found over in a land before he takes the tribe of Israel. Now listen to this. This is it, y'all. Listen to what I'm going to say this. And I know not 100 of you all won't get this, and I know you won't. It don't matter, because y'all say it's time to speak spirit and truth. And long as you put that out, Deborah, it don't matter even if one don't get it. It's the wind ain't caught it and took it. That's all that's important, y'all, to me. People who are over in them countries in which many of you all desire to head toward, because you really believe, because it speaks of the tribe of the promised land, that today is not the promised land. Okay, right now, the Most High called it is a land that's polluted, okay, and desolated. That means it's destroyed in eyes of the who? The Almighty. Okay, anything that's there is wicked and evil. Anything that's over in Jerusalem, Israel, is wicked and evil. And when they say they're going over to Africa, it's still the same mindset that I'm going somewhere outside of where you say you placed me, Father. And they don't even call him Father, because nothing in them really know him. So they really don't know his name, because people don't understand that his name is something that's in you. It's not what you say. It's what in you. That's even when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when they dealt with him from the inside. You see, a spiritual communication. And in spirit and truth did they deal with him on that level. We wants to deal with him like he flesh, like he human. He ain't going for that. He told you already, don't come to me worshiping me in your flesh. I don't want it. Flesh to say anything. Flesh to do anything. That same flesh you do everything in, you want to bring that to my altar? Use a lie from the pit of hell. You come to me in spirit and truth. And you can't come to my altar that way, don't come. Because many going to come to the judgment seat. I did this, I did that. Come get them. Come get them. Because it wasn't what they did. It's the name they said they used. Now, what is going on with these people who are going to come before the altar, come judgment, and tell them Yeshua HaMashiach that I use your name? Because it ain't what you use out of your mouth, what you say out of your mouth. Those individuals going to come up saying, the Bible said they going to come up saying with their mouth, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. And he gonna tell them, I never knew you. Never. Why? Because the things that they said they did, he had no problem you did it. But you couldn't have done it in my name, because I never knew you. Why? Because my name is embedded. My name is engraved. How do you think on the four corners he's going to set the angels? He sent the angels on the four corners. That means to cover the whole world. And he sends them to, and tell another angel, go tell them don't do nothing to the earth until his servants are sealed. How do you think the angels going to know y'all servants? Is you think they're going to have a head wrap? That's how they going to know? You think they're going to be saying Yahuwah, Yahuwah, and that's how they going to know? Do you think they're going to have on clown clothes, and that's how they know? You think they're going to have on fringes, and that's how they know? These angels that's coming down, you don't even get to see them. So what kind of, how are they coming? They coming in spirit, child. You're not going to even see them. Or are you going to be able to see the seal when they seal you? No. Why? It is spirit. See, y'all don't understand. The spirit of Yah is still high to me, and is the only thing that I digest, because it has all truth in it. All this mess is going on, because when they stand before him in judgment, they're going to think that, okay, I'm telling you what all I did, and I did this in your name, I did this in your name, I did this in your name. He going to say, hold up, I tell you what, come get this. Then going to turn around and say, I ain't never known you. Why? Because people don't know the name. It's not what you say out of your ugly mouth. It is what is in you. So when he sent them 4 angels to seal his servant, do you they sealing, they're going to seal the Yah's servant in their forehead based on the name that they speaking out of their mouths? Think now, think. Which I don't think you're going to be able to if you're in the flesh. You think they going to seal them because you saying Yahuwah? Or you saying Yeshua HaMashiach? I don't think so. I ain't going to say I ain't going to think. I know so. So when we sit here trying to serve Yah in the flesh, in the way we understand things in the flesh, all those people over there in the land that they think that it's the promised land and they claiming it, they are wicked and evil. I don't care who they are. They are wicked and they are evil. Why? Because if you go and you read, you'll see he said that land is desolated and polluted. How dare we think that if he took us from a place and brought us to a land where he promised Abraham that he would do, a land where we won't know, nor did the forefathers knew of, but yet take us, to let us go right back where he brought us from. Come on now, y'all. Don't ever let nobody tell you, come on, y'all, let's go over here to Israel. Let's go over here to Jerusalem. Let's even go to Africa. We're going to escape this land that the Most High brought us in. We're going to show the Most High we don't have to be in the heathen land. We can get out of here. We're going to show Yahuwah that we can get from this land to back to where we belong. And we can override his power. We can override his word. We can override his authority. We can override his will. And that's why they're over there. They're trying to override the Most High Yah's will. No, they ain't trying. They over there foolishly. And they don't understand. Before we can get over where he's going to, not before those that he's bringing back to the promised land, get to the promised land, look how he's going to have to do us. He talking about cleaning us up, washing away our filth. He talking about putting a new heart in us, putting a new name in us. But what about those that's over there now? Those that's over there now that didn't told him, I don't need you to do that. Clean me up. I don't need you to give me a new heart. I'm going back over to my land. See? So how are they going to get cleaned up to be taken over to Jerusalem if you already got your monkey tail over there? Calling yourself holy than thou. It don't make sense. Because that cuts off the whole prophecy of Yah taking his back, cleaning them up, putting a new name in them, giving them a new heart, pouring water on them, he said, removing their filth, putting his name in them, and then he's going to go over to the land and charge the land to get back to like the Garden of Eden, clean it up. He's going to speak to the mountains, get ready, I'm bringing them over. Now, if he's going to do all of that, is he going to do it with the fake Jews over there? Is he going to do it with the other Gentiles? I mean, the other the tribe of Judah over there and the other tribes? No, he ain't going to do it. No. He going to show up and show out. So people that's over there who think they override his will and the way he prophesied it, you're going to get caught in the crossfire. You're going to lose your life. Because he's not saying that I got some over there. He's not saying that. He said he's going to take them over there. You get what I'm saying? So anybody that's over there portraying that they holy than thou, and we over here in the promised land, y'all over in that chaos. Why would y'all even let them be over there if they are of his? When he's already got us in captivity. For 40 years, we got you going over there and you in the promised land. Come on now. Nobody asks the question, why? Why would people of the tribes be over in the promised land and it's okay. It's not biblical. It's not biblical. But even they too shall be destroyed. And nobody asks the question why. Nobody asks anything. Nobody cares about what Yah is doing, what he said, and how his will steps in and out. And it is, and it was, and it shall be. No one cares. There's so many why, and ain't nobody asking no questions and nobody answering no questions, because in them it's not of Yah. And it identified, because when he told me, he said, Deborah, now go back to your page, look at those 3 questions you asked. You don't see nobody answer them. He said, how many is there? I said, I see 30 something here, 30 something here, 50 something here. But he said, do you see any question? Any answers to the question? No. He said, because in the people's heart, you shall know. See, what he's showing me is never put yourself in a position where you think you know these people, or you think and you understand these people. You don't, and you won't. And he know me. I understand him. I understand his why. And that's the question people need to be answering. Why? People need to be running to people like me. They need to be running, saying, Sister Deborah, why this? Why this? Why this? They're not going to do that, because they're really sitting in darkness. And they see their light within themselves. And what is ever going on in this world, they see their light. They don't see that they're walking in darkness. They can't even see it. They can't even discern that they're walking in darkness. They just assume that I'm going to sit here and wait for Yah and he come to get me. You see? And even though I'm in this darkness, he's going to come get me, because I ain't seen the light and I don't know what the light really is, and I don't understand the light no way, so he's just going to get me. So I say unto you, in this day, Yah is saying to me to say to you all should have the questions of why. Why this? Why this? Why this? Why this? Do you all understand? That's how my relationship, I'm gone. Father Yah, you went all the way there, didn't you? You went all the way there. That's the only relationship I have had with Yah, is why. Why? Since I was a little girl, why this? Why would I go down in the basement at the age of 7 years old and be talking to him? Why this? Why this? Why this? Even to today. Why? 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 The thing about my why is, when I'm coming before the Most High with the why, is I already accept whatever it is. And whatever he put in my spirit, oh, thank you. That's why. You see, I already accept it. And because of the critical day that we're in, we need to be answering these questions. Why? 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 But the tribe of Judah, something wrong up here. And I praise the Most High to give me the message, because I started to upload it yesterday, and I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it out of my flesh in no shape, form, or fashion. So I said, okay, Father, I hear you. He said, go to the word and I'll meet you there. But hold up. Don't get into it now. I'm going to show you where you're saying is so true. And that's another thing he does to me. I can think something. I can feel something. And I'd be like, hey. But in me is what? Why? So here he come. Here he come. Get me in the water. This is why. Dun, 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 dun. And start fulfilling why. And me sitting here talking to you, I wouldn't have never thought to say, in this day and time, in this day, we should be saying why. Negroes and the Hebrew Israelites, especially the tribe of Judah, they don't have no questions, none whatsoever, in why. They think the people on this platform have their answer, and they don't even understand. You're lost without a cause. So I, Sister Deborah, say that I will be back. And I don't know when, but it might be a while, because I know the Most High going to give me that message, because I think it's a message that still needs to go out. because I think mentally the tribe of Judah has a mental, mind-wise issue. Because that question that I asked, one of the questions was, do you believe that Deuteronomy 28 is true? Rest truth. You hear, simple question. I didn't put those questions there myself. That's what y'all put on my spirit to say. And to see no respond led me to realize you can't respond to something you distance from. If you're lost in truth, Deborah, you can't get nobody to respond in something they're lost in, which makes a lot of sense. So I, Sister Deborah, say, I will be back, and shalom and shalom. And thank everyone for coming in to the live chat, and I will be back. And this topic is going to be the children of I ain't gonna say the children. Judith is mentally ill. Shalom, shalom.